The following is a special presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1, Super League 2024. It's getting late in Athens. That's why we have saved the best for last. A battle of masters, and two of the biggest names in the group stage square off tonight. JT's foot massages are proven to be successful. He's already moving on to the round of 12 in Athens. The big bet buy pays off. Charles Sandfer is still in the thick of it, looking to take a sense of urgency into a game where that mindset is all on him. A win would make a big difference, and it almost seems like a must-win tonight. And will that sense of urgency help him overthrow one of the most unstoppable group stage players? It's a classic matchup, circled on the calendar from the day the groups were assembled. It's JT's last ride in Group A before the next stage of his Super League bid, and it's Sandfer's opportunity to stay in the race for the round of 12. It's a battle of masters in Athens as Week 4 concludes. Jesse Turner, Charles Sandfer, Mr. Foot Massage, Mr. Sandman. Week 4 concludes in Group A, and it starts right now. Yes, sir, Week 4 closes right here, right now. It is the final match of Week 4, and it's the final match of the group stage for Jesse Turner, the top player in the group stage, taking on Charles Sandfer, looking to try and take advantage of a situation where he's up against a player that doesn't have much in terms of extending its season on the line. Still, not everything is a foregone conclusion for JT. Going to see if he can continue to run through the group stages. This is his final one. Has that bye next week. The big bet pays off. We take a look at how Week 4 went. And we just came off our first ever 6-0 in the group stage this year. Lane Sanders just pummeling DJ Curtis. DJ just not seeming to have it. And his most competitive game was against JT. Lost to Sandfer 5-1 as well. And Lane comes out with the 6-0, and DJ's all but done. Game against Toast going to basically be playing a spoiler role. And then down there in Group B, you had Ghost taking down William Brock in a huge win, 5-1, making up some key ground down there in Group B. And then, of course, Nam over Steven, 5-1. The top two ranked players in Group B will face off at Nam and Brock next week. Chomik and Steven face off with Ghost on that Week 5 bye. Ghost getting done when he needed to get done. And of course, you have Lane versus Sandfer and Toaster VDJ, as I just mentioned, waiting in Week 5 with JT on the bye. He's already in. Sandfer looking to try and his way into that discussion. We are here. We are live with JT and Sandfer. Yoshi is going to be co-com ref for us tonight as well. And Yoshi, I'm going to start with you here. As we know, JT's already punched his ticket in. He is in the round of 12. At this point, all he's playing for is higher seeding at this point. So there's a lot more on the line for Sandfer. So just talk to me about the tenor of this matchup. It's clear that Sandfer's got more to play for. So how do you see that affecting how this matchup would go as opposed to any other scenario we might have seen?
Yeah, I mean, I think if for some players they may look at who their potential next opponent is and then try to get the placement that they want. But I think JT is going to be more is not going to worry about that too much and kind of just play the game like normal, not be too at least not be too stressed about some of the moves he makes because he knows that he's pretty locked in. So I think, yeah, I don't think I think he's still going to put up a fight against Sandfer. I don't think it's going to make this easy for him. Um, you could also think of the idea that like if you do you want to let Sandfer in because you think you can beat him if you guys end up facing each other later on, or if you don't because you want someone else. Um, but there's a lot that can come with the power of feeling pretty locked in and figuring out what to do. But Sandfer at the very least, he's definitely got a shot to make it still. It's just going to come down to this game especially because this is a match where I mean, based on how the track record's gone, he's projected to lose. So it would definitely shake things up if he's able to get this win because I think that'll put him in a spot where the two below him would definitely have to catch up. I don't know the points exactly, but I know like there's like Sanford's like either third or fourth right now. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think Sanford's gonna look for the win, and a tie is okay, but I think the win is gonna matter more.
That's
Okay,
correct.
third with 3 points.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
with
okay.
it, I'll put this out here. Since we just saw Lane win today, he's I guess technically you're fourth now after the Lane win, Stanford, but you were entering the week you were third, but Lane winning has now put him in fourth, but a win would put him into second place. So JT is in with 7. Lane is moved up to second with 5. Toast is on the bye with 4, and then it's Sandford with 3, and then of course DJ with 0. So that's the current state of affairs. So with that, I think we'll go over to the players here, and obviously I'll also have to mention the history. This is the third time these two have met up in this season. JT's won both of them. Both of the previous matchups. He's looking for the clean 3-0 sweep today. So I'm gonna start with Sandfer here. Sandfer, I just basically laid it out for you. A win here can put you into second place. So just thoughts on the mindset, knowing where you are in the standings points wise, and also going up against JT for the third time, as well as going up against a JT who doesn't have much left to play for at this point. Do you see that as being an advantage for you, or do you think it's still going to be hard fought regardless? And JT, over to you. Obviously, you've beaten Sandfer both times you met this season. This is matchup number 3, and obviously you come in with, as I just mentioned, you locked yourself into the round of 12. So really, all it is higher seeding at this point. So, they're gonna use what's the mindset entering here, and thoughts knowing that coming in you're already locked in. I doubt you're gonna take it easy on him.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, thank you for the question. I mean, my as far as my mindset goes, like it's still pretty much I gotta, play, still 100% of my ability. I can't get complacent. I can't get too comfortable, because if I am able to beat Charles in this match tonight, I mean that's more points, max points for a win, and I know the more points I have, the better, my odds will be for the seasoning because for week 5 I got the bye that could allow somebody else to pad more points and possibly overtake me. So I can't back off the gas just yet. And Charles, I mean, I've always had respect for him as a player in this entire league. I mean, going back to even 2023, and just even to being able to have come out with 2 victories against him, I'm still in shock. It's still a surprise, but I guess it just shows just how smarter I've gotten at this, and just being more aware of the moves I should make. But yeah, looking forward to this. But I'm still gonna aim for max points.
Right. No days off from JT except for next week. We are just about ready, so Yoshi can initialize the match and get it going. Run all those commands, and obviously we just mentioned the setup in Group A. DJ Curtis looks to be done, and now it's going to be a fight between the other 4. The other 3, really, JT's already locked in, but obviously a win can make all the difference. Ready. So
Yeah,
Yoshi,
so.
I'll
It's
give
been a while.
you can do the honors. By the coin toss, JT won it and starts game 1 through.
All right, JT, how many cards for game 1?
We'll start with 10, Yoshi.
Right.
All right.
Expected. Good luck to you both. Here we go. Blue 9 to start. We're off and running. Final game of week 4 in Super League groups.
Will be the final match for Turner.
The last match for Ghost on Monday in the group stage. His future not as clear as JT's going into the week 5 bye.
Okay, starting off with a early switch. 10 cards could really indicate. It's hard to indicate at the start what these early switches could mean, but we're gonna see how it goes as JT double plays. Yeah, I mean,
There's a double
and
from Sandfer. Me.
yeah,
Into his card.
yes, and short into Sandfer. So
Beautiful. That funny go in the red 9.
ooh, okay, so JT did have the red 9. Could have switched into blue on the first turn, or so could have switched into red on the first turn. And JT finds
Yellow.
the 7 to switch out. See if Sanford likes this.
Heck right now.
Ooh,
Ooh,
wow.
into
He
blue.
makes his way back to blue.
Back to the starting color. And
JT had a +2.
Throws that +2 back.
Okay.
So now he's got the 2-card advantage.
So yeah, did have some blues left in there. I mean, he wasn't the one that switched out of blue anyway, but still interesting. Because sometimes you get these switches and coincidentally you both run out of that color at the same time. In this case, JT still had some blue left. See if Sanford does though. JT down to 5 as well. I mean, definitely not a safe place. And I
Ooh,
think
yep.
that's what Sanford thought about going
knew
into
that.
this as he switches into green. That also could be a play where, yeah, I want to switch into green, but it hasn't been played, and JT probably needs it. Let me give him some extra cards along the way. There's green 2 from Turner there, and there's a ditto. So we're just gonna run down the numbers, and
Doubles it up.
JT doesn't seem like he can do too much. I mean, if Sandfer needs green to win, then he's looking pretty good right now. Okay, just playing some green still. JT could switch, but maybe Sandfer is trying to bait a switch as well. Okay, gonna keep it green.
Sandfer down to 3.
Yeah, 3-card.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
So he had 2, and the +2 gave him a 3rd. That is wild.
That is tough.
The 3-bagger to finish it with 2 +4s. Let's see what the last card is as well.
My
It's
goodness.
a yellow 2. There you go.
Oh, Sandfer giving JT a little taste of his own medicine, huh? Good.
I was gonna say
Good
that
Lord.
I don't. I think there's the massages are going a different way here. It's interesting.
Sandfer, how does it feel to throw the foot massages at Jesse Turner? That has been the calling card of Jesse Turner all this group stage, and you've thrown it in his face for once at the start. Usually it goes
not
the
only
other
that,
way.
he's doing it with a cheese grater.
Oh my god! I'm gonna assume that you didn't have much to work with because
Unfortunately,
nothing
I didn't.
guaranteed. 100%, nothing guaranteed.
okay.
I thought I was in okay shape because he got me with a +2, then I got him back with another +2. Just not enough. Real.
Yeah, it was good control. It was pretty clean until the end there. It's just that he had everything he needed. He was able to run it down. Not much you could have done. It's all hindsight, really.
Yeah, that's about all we can really say. This is definitely a game where Sandfer was given all the weapons, and JT had just like a little like a rubber ball or something like.
Yeah, the trip 7 was really all he needed. Didn't need that red 7 was all the red he needed.
Yeah, that's true. That definitely made things easier.
Like I did have a regular wild, but since he had those multiple +4s, like I was pretty much bringing a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah, you really can't combat
It
it.
is what it is.
Yep. All right. Sandfer takes game 1. A little bit of play in A City, but got some to help him out. So, on to game 2.
All right, Turner, how many cards for this one? And everything's on the board.
Okay, Yoshi, you know what? Instead of going down, we'll go up 1 to 11.
Ooh. JT
Okay, we're
changing the playbook.
maybe saving the 9 for last, or maybe not even going to go to it this game.
And free choice.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so that wild that JT had in his hand earlier, it's now coming back.
Sandfer knows that this is the 5th time overall they've met. This is the 3rd time in 2024 they've met.
Yeah, for sure. They've definitely have.
This is 4th time. Sorry, 4th time. Yeah, I had that. Sandfer has 1 win. That was from last year. And JT's gonna go red.
Right.
Jumping into the top floor off the draw. I might. I don't know. I'd have to look back at bracket base.
I think.
I'll double check that. You keep playing game.
T2
to start.
Might have been T5, but I don't know. It might have been T5. Red 2. Wow.
Oh, but
yeah, while you do that,
+2 combos, +6 into blue.
How you do that? JT's gonna play your card and then a +6
again.
That's big there. I mean, I doubt he had like that the opportunity to +6 him in game 1, but now given the option, he's gonna go for it here. Guess it's a good way to test
T5,
the water.
yeah, T5 on the money.
Okay, yeah, that's what I remember it being. Ooh, okay.
There's Sandfer getting a little bit of a back, his own triple back into red, but doesn't cancel out all the freshies he's got. Still a 6-card lead for JT, but he's got nothing on the red. Gave him a tell there.
So nothing to give JT extra cards, but it is gonna force them to draw, which is just as good. Especially when he's not even that close to wasn't that close to finishing anyway, so definitely in a good spot now. Okay. JT finds an 8. We'll see what this leads to because we've only seen blue and red so far.
JT finds his way to green. There's Sandfer with the cross back to blue.
Oh, wow. That's an interesting move, but I don't mind it. And JT's going to play his own card as well.
Got something to say on blue. Sandfer closing the gap. JT holding it to 3 cards.
Yeah, we're still going down. Wow, yeah, I mean,
there's another ditto.
Yeah, interesting. Ditto. I'm sure there's potentially a thought process that maybe he doesn't have all blue. Maybe those draws scoured his hand a bit. So as JT gets closer, shortens his hand a bit. Sandfer will have to consider what could possibly be left in there. Yeah, only 1 green and no yellows have been played. But Sandfer's going to go for the switch. So I think there's a reason for this. But, well, yeah, there is a reason for it. But what is the reason?
Here he comes.
I don't know.
Hold the phone. Hold the phone.
Oh boy, what's going
on?
Oh
my goodness. And it goes the other way.
Clearly, that switch into blue out of blue did not work. Okay.
Yeah. Sandfer, that's all hindsight, honestly. From what I could see. But might have been a little bit of a test, considering he did want green earlier. Thoughts on that move there? Making the run for green.
Yeah, that makes sense. Whatever switch you did wasn't gonna make it doesn't gonna make a difference.
Yeah, because he had yellow ammo. Could have just gone the reverse way. The only thing he could have done is stall. We hadn't seen any yellow, so just didn't get enough data to really know.
Yeah, it's one of those things where yeah, it's one of those things where it's like taking a chance if it means you have a better chance at winning with your hand, even if it means it risks helping them. Obviously, it's like it's hard to determine how much of a risk it is because you don't know what's left in their hand. That +4 was definitely, if it weren't for that +4, I think this still would have been rough for JT, but I assume I am curious, Turner, though. Was that +4 saved the entire? Did you have that from the beginning?
I did have that from the get-go, and yeah, when he was making his decision, like I had the green skip and then a yellow reverse, yellow skip. Yeah, so if he would have switched to either green or yellow, I that would have given me the run I needed.
There you go. It seemed like odds were stacked against him. So each player's had their foot massage game, if you will. Sandfer with that cheese grater. JT
Oh
kind of
my
finding
God.
it, kind of pulling it out with that switch Sandfer made, kind of giving him that lock and key. But seemed like either way, the lock and key was going to come eventually. It's 1-1, and then we got JT's final home game of the group stage.
Right. Yeah. All right. So Turner, this will be your last call for this game and for the group stage. It just can't be 11. So how many cards?
Give me 9.
There you go. Let's do the
9.
9.
100%. Knew that. No doubt about it. There you go. Start up with that red skip. JT's final home game for the round of 12.
Oh boy.
And JT, nothing on the red.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the way you start with a skip, it's like, do you want to use your skip right off the bat? Not saying that he does have one, but let's say that you have
Samo
you don't have
control.
any reds. But yeah, for sure. It's like you could definitely think about controlling it or not. But here we're just gonna see JT kind of struggling on the red and maybe hoping for a draw city because at this rate, Sanford's just gonna have all the momentum right now. I guess the color switch would also work, but you know, it would the switch would be on from Sanford if JT continues to draw. So
Still going to
here's
keep
DJ.
drawing here. Sandfer continuing to roll. If he runs out.
Yeah, that's what that's the big question. And there we go.
And
So
draw
JT's not
city.
gonna. So yeah, I mean, not much luck here. Either Sanford's gonna save, maybe some of if he has the same number, he's just choosing not to switch it right now. Maybe looking for some good cards off the draw. While JT does the same as well.
Both looking for a way out.
Yeah, I'm sure that they want to find something to switch out of or play, or at least play to where they have the same number. Right now, can't seem to be finding it. Sanford is going to take his time though. Up there, never mind, he's typing. Using the history to his full advantage here. Even though it doesn't really give too much away right now. All right, there's another draw. JT approaching the full send. And I mean, still, regardless, definitely a pretty big lead for Sandfer at the moment. Could definitely change if with just a simple +6 or something. But I think what's really gonna matter here is who's gonna be the one to switch out. Because if it's Sandfer, then JT's gonna be trying to race for it, and here it is.
Now
Switches into
goes
blue.
up by 6, and JT is running.
All right.
Go
Yeah.
see if JT might need a shot in short order, but they're just gonna clean for them.
Yeah, Sandfer with a big head start could definitely start slowing down if he runs out of blue. But regardless, he's in a pretty good lead, so maybe choosing to draw is not the worst move here if he thinks it's better than playing.
Oh, here's
Oh
Sandfer
my
taking the
goodness.
shot first.
So we got the trip, skip, and going into yellow.
He's not waiting for JT to make his move. I sense one is coming regardless.
He's gonna need it for sure. You would think so. You think so. But he's
No,
gonna
just the zero
play
sugar.
the
Is
yellow
this it for
0.
Sandfer at 2?
Yeah, Sandfer could win it here on a double with the +4 save, but he actually
No.
had no yellow.
Little,
So
little
really
bit
tried
of a little bit of a
to.
bait move there. JT
Yeah,
calls him on his bluff, and now he can do what he wants at this point. And he's got nothing.
wow. Oh, finds yellow 6. Oh my god. Yeah, I think Stanford. What Stanford's trying to do there was put JT into a panic mode and try maybe go for a risky. Oh my.
Oh,
Well, he might have just found that.
bailout alert.
I mean, yeah, it only would have been problematic if Sanford had a 6 to Uno, but I don't think he needed to do that, but it's not a bad move for
No,
sure.
not at all.
Definitely just looking to set him back. Switching the color that he wants. Yeah, because Sanford did make the switch out of blue, and now he wants to keep it blue. Oh wow, and that's gonna be a big punish.
Wow.
Back to 2, and we're going to green. The color you would expect Sanford to want, but there's the +2, and that's gonna help. That's definitely gonna help. But as we saw in game 1, a +2 gave Sanford a +4, so it's not always the safest move. Yeah, there's the green 6. He might have had the green 6. He might have been able to get to Uno had. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. This is wild.
What?
Whoa. That's okay.
Quad 6.
Okay.
And it's not Skittles.
Yeah, wait. Sanford back down to 2. And we're going back to green, which honestly I'm surprised about. But like we said, sometimes the risky moves pay off here. But I'm just curious on if Sanford can get to Uno on this. No. So yeah, it actually was a good move. To have that second green 6.
He's got more in the tank. Oh, but
Oh,
Sandfer,
but Sandfer.
clutch!
Wow, the number.
Whoa!
No,
What?
JT.
On the red?
He had a response to that as well. But it's Sanford. Sanford was okay with that because he has his own color.
My goodness.
He's just gonna play it
It's
cool
this
and
game.
see if this is gonna do it.
Oh,
No way. Is it a
my
3?
goodness.
Oh no, it's the red. Okay, alright.
Oh, man.
Red was the color he wanted.
Oh.
Unfortunate for JT.
Stanford having everyone on our toes. My goodness.
I like the idea because you would think that Sanford wanted yellow there. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case.
Stanford, how does it feel to fool everybody in the room on that one? Because nobody could figure that one out. Yeah, I figured as much.
Yeah.
Figured there was some kind of fake play in there.
What I was curious about was, well, I guess not a question, but like, wait, I forgot.
Belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Action cards. I only saw you have skips. Oh yeah, and then the +6, but still, like,
that
seemed like a fair game because I think, yeah, because JT only had one +4.
Yeah. Had action cards that didn't quite line up, shall we say. I see what you mean. Trying to find those connections, really. That's what it's all about. Yeah, JT, thoughts on that? Seems like he had everyone played for a fool there a little bit.
Yeah, Again, it was just a hindsight switch, but like when he made the switch to the yellow too, I had more red cards to play with. I only had just one yellow to respond to that, so I thought the color switch might have gotten him, but didn't turn out. But it's fine.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like you kind of run out of one color. You don't. It just makes sense to switch out of it, and it's hard to really get that intuition of like, I know I don't. I know it's not the best move for me, but maybe it's worth to keep it a color that I don't have a lot of. Like those moves are just hard to really like find, and I think playing the safe bet is like it's like kind of like what Sandfer did in game two. It's like there's more safe bets going on in terms of switching into a color that you have more of. Just the typical strategy, but nothing to really say there. It's kind of what led to the finish for both players, and in an unfortunate way. But really, not much they could have done anyway, because who knows what the draw city, if they went to draw city, it still could have went to the winner's favor. So
Who knows? Well, that is going to do it for the homestand of Jesse Turner. And Sandfer's 2 wins away from 3 points, and he gets his first call right now.
yeah, so Sanford's game 4, 1 game away from 1 point and 2 away for 3. So this is gonna be a big game here. How many for game 4? And I'm sure you know what you can pick. It's 10 and 9. Just can't pick those. He likes his options.
Yeah, he does.
So let's see what he goes for.
Oh, did it? There's the dozen.
Okay, interesting. Trying to break the trend of the higher card starts working out for JT, because as we see, JT won on 11, but Sanford's going to challenge it and go 12. Starting, I think this. How many 9s have we started on? I think that's another 9 we started. Anyway, playing it clean to captain.
Getting closer to seeing Cap back in action. Group stage starting to wind down a little bit. 4 more games to go.
Yep, it was gone. Excited to see him in how he will do in D1 for sure. And there's a +2.
Sends JT back to the baker's dozen, and now JT's got one for. He's canceling it out and then some.
Oh wow! Quite surprised by that. Really gonna send Sandfer back. I mean, not too far, but like again. I mean, I think JT just feels more comfortable when after he gets ammo thrown down on him, he's gonna push it even further. So I think he did this in game 2, which actually ended up working out for him. Okay, JT going for a little bit of light switching now. So Sandfer might have had the right idea of keeping it blue, because maybe he didn't have any blues after that +6. So yeah, JT back down to the 9. Sandfer looking to maybe go for a big move here.
Taking a moment to contemplate his choices.
Yeah, could definitely think of like a triple and switching into a different color. Doesn't necessarily need to be back to blue, but maybe just like something to change it up.
Oh yeah,
oh
the
my
big move.
goodness!
Big move.
Okay, the trip like the trip skips that he did one game earlier.
Now.
He's doing the trips reverses. Just gonna put him down to wow, and some skips as well.
6 bagger, and that wipes out the deficit and puts him in the lead on the PA.
Yeah. Yeah, what a move. What a way to get back to blue. The problem is, if JT has the switch, well,
Which
that
he
actually might be
does.
okay. Because Sandfer didn't use any red ammo. If, he might have saved that. But, of course,
A little bit
we're
of
gonna
split
see.
ammo play could be interesting out of Sam. See what happens.
Yeah, I'm curious about this, how Sandfer's going to respond to this, because you would think that red is an okay color for him. Oh, yeah, and again, could be a reinforcement that JT does not have blue. So we'll see if that continues as Sandfer plays DJ. We're going into background. And they're tied. We see the ditto. It's just about running it down at this point. Will we see a switch though? Maybe JT wanted the 8 so he could switch out of it with the 8. Oh, no,
Oh.
never mind. He's got a +4. He is running.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Very intriguing move there. A +4 in the middle of the game. Kind of switch up the pace. Could be an indicator of what he has left. Sandfer going to switch into blue
Plays
again.
it clean.
Really trying to make sure that JT's really trying to see if JT has any blues, because he keeps switching out of it. Oh
Ooh,
boy.
back to that yellow.
Okay. Yeah,
Wild
he's
in the
using
back
all
end.
his ammo. He's using all his ammo right now, but it's gonna come down to if Sandfer has any of his own. Maybe not. He's just gonna play this cool. Yeah, gets down to 2. Oh boy. I think Sandfer probably needs a switch here. Maybe it doesn't matter, but we'll see what he can do. Yellow 2, yeah. This is either +4 or just some kind of Uno situation. Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
JT again! Oh my goodness.
Ties it
2-2.
up. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, the massages are back. That's for sure.
They're going both ways, my goodness.
Oh my
And
god.
and that's not with no cheese grater. That's with some smooth lotion.
Yo. I think. Well, Brad, I think
JT
game 3
probably-
was there wasn't that many ammo.
He's
game
right.
3, Brad.
He's
In
right.
all fairness.
I'm sorry,
Touche.
Brad.
But yeah, generally.
Uh,
Oh, good lord. Yeah, no cheese graters here. Sandfer, I would ask about the switches again, but really, those +4s, it kind of negates most of the argument. I really don't know what to ask about that one.
Yeah, I think it's just yeah, I mean, it was clear that he didn't have anything. After he switched into yellow again, you're kind of just hoping for the best.
that game was definitely unique. We each had like an equal amount of action cards to use against each other, and it made for a pretty fun match.
Yeah. Yeah, with the big that big 6-bagger from Sandfer early. I think if he saved that up, it wouldn't have made much of a
Oh, that's
difference
brutal.
because you had that wild and 2, you had a wild and 2+4. So I mean, I think Sandfer.
Okay,
I
well,
mean, not much you could do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sandfer, do you, in hindsight, do you think you maybe should have tried to conserve some of the ammo instead of dumping 6 on that, or or do you think it wouldn't have mattered in that sense?
I'll also butt in with one more response. Actually, in game number 3, I forgot to let you guys know this, but I did not get any reds like at all from the
Oh
bot.
wow,
So I was in trouble from the very
Oh,
get go in game 3, and I
fair
kind of
enough.
had to dance on my toes a little bit and try and work it out. But
Oh, depends on what the +6 gave him. I see.
yeah.
I had 2 of my wilds right from the very beginning, and then I did end up getting a third one later on.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus. Jesse Foot Massage Turner.
I
They're
mean,
both
at the
2
end of the
wins
day,
away.
oh my god. Well,
Uh,
yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, Sanford getting 2 wins when JT's getting these hands is definitely impressive. It is going back and forth at the end of the day, so still anyone's game. This game, okay, this game's going to be a pretty important one now because whoever loses cannot get 3 points, and really, it's really going to shake things up. Sanford's going to needs to hope he gets this game done so that he can assure himself he gets at least 1 point out of this.
win win here in game 5 will assure at least a point to the winner, and we'll put them in position to get 3. Find out what happens. Stanford gets another.
Yeah, Sanford game 5 just can't pick 10 and 9 again. What's going to be this call? Half off 6. Yes, 6. Okay.
Guys go in there. Here.
You gotta try something different when you're in a pretty in a pressure situation. You gotta just try something different. Here we go. Things could go many ways here. And Sanford's gonna start off with the green 5. Not gonna draw. Probably might be a blessing because with 6 cards, you could just draw right off the bat, like JT did. So yeah, I mean, 6 cards could definitely just put you in a bad spot from the get go. And for now, Sanford's going to be at advantage, but of course he might just draw right here as well. Yeah, okay, there we go.
And back and forth they go. Draw City.
We'll see how long this goes for.
Can't imagine it could take. Well, it is low tier, and what I always say, Yoshi, is that either it gets done quickly in low tier or it could drag on for a long time. See if someone finds a way.
Wow.
And here's
Oh my
JT with a
god. Oh my
+2.
goodness.
Just the combo.
Okay.
Didn't want to leave the door open,
I
understandably
was gonna
so.
say if that was a +6, that would have been ridiculous. But yeah, it's just gonna be +2. And Sanford would continues to draw. Okay, not much there. Okay. Puts JT in a lead though. We're gonna see how that affects things, but he gets another green. He's starting to find this top deck. Is this gonna help him switch out of green? It is. We go into yellow. Should hopefully free up Sandfer from this draw city that he's had to deal with for a little while.
Oh, here's Sanford with the
+2.
+2.
Didn't like the fact that JT's still already back down to 5. And yeah, he's just gonna play yellow 3. Yellow 5, okay. Continuing to run down these yellows. JT gonna run out, or is he gonna still have more to play? Maybe he can find the switch on the 5-2. Okay, JT taking his time. Could have a few options here. Okay, this. I mean, he might have taken his time to get the run to the finish at this. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. Oh,
Oh.
wait. Okay, never mind. He goes back to green. Wait a minute. Yeah, if that.
Little bit of a fade yellow in that case, and the bottom 2 cards.
I mean, if Sandford doesn't have any green, well, if Sandford doesn't have anything to do, well, yeah, he does have
Pulls a
green, but
double. Still got to make up some.
if this is what
pick up some
JT
ground.
needs to win,
Oh,
oh
my
my goodness.
What a
Yeah, this is
fade
not
look if
looking
JT
good.
did.
Oh,
And
great
Sandfer's
switch,
got
but
something though.
Is it enough? JT looking for it.
Oh
And there
my
it is.
goodness!
Oh my, yep. +4 City for JT. Tapir dropped his +4 generator and JT snatched it. I don't know what else to say.
That is so true. Yeah, the +4 generator seems to have been stolen. Tapir better get that for next round. My goodness. JT, I mean, lots of +4s for you. But it seems like, I mean, Sandfer inadvertently led you where you wanted to go. Giving that fade look from yellow. Take me through that process, setting up that 4 switch to fade back to green.
Well, yeah, I mean, like the very thing with me not usually wanting to go for low card starts. I mean, sometimes you just don't really get anything you want. You got to keep drawing. You got to keep drawing. And I knew once I ran him dry on the greens, we dipped out of green for a little bit. I had that combo reverse, but I knew he would be lacking the green, so I switched it to the green while trying to trap him. But yeah, that was my strategy. And then that +4 save for the final move.
+4 save. They keep coming through for you. That lotion is really nice. Must be the good stuff. So Sandfer not playing as aggressively. All right.
Yeah, another tough one for Sandford, I think. When it came down to the switch into green, he kind of just had to roll with the punches. Yeah, and these wilds are just the fact that Sandford's or JT's getting these wilds and Sandford's not able to counter. It's definitely making a big difference here in some of these games.
Very much. All right, well,
Yeah.
JT looking for 10 points on the to cap his group stage. Sandfer looking to try and pull 1 to at least base. The 3 points are off the table. Best he can do is tie Toast after dropping it to him 2 weeks ago. A lot on the line.
Yeah.
And it is game 6. Here we go.
Yeah. All right. Sandford, yeah, you're gonna want this one. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I had a feeling.
He did say that. He did say that. But
will it work in Sandfer's favor? We'll have to find out.
that, and also this similar thing happened with Tapir, where Tapir said he didn't like low card starts and he still managed to win on a 5-card start, I'm pretty sure. Okay, okay.
Oh. Hey.
I was
open
I
door.
was gonna say, if this is a run,
I would have
I don't know.
died. Yeah.
Okay, so the top deck, it doesn't matter. He finds the top decks anyway.
Does he parlay this into a switch? No.
Okay, not yet, but I feel like
Not
with
yet.
enough top decks,
That's the
it's gonna
better
be
word. That's the better word.
yeah, with enough top decks, he's gonna. Oh my god, he's gonna find it.
He
Everything
just keeps
is
finding
working.
them, but does he find a switch? That's the question. He's still keeping it close to the vest.
Okay, no. Still,
Where's that
still,
bailout
we
for
don't know how much
JT?
time is. We don't know how much time is left until he gets it.
Can be risky to switch over for Sandfer. With how few cards JT has, but also in a sense could be less. It's really
All right.
it's playing with fire, really. Situation for.
Okay, we're all right. JT's finally gonna draw again here. Sanford with a little bit of relief there. Oh boy, wait a minute.
Nope.
Okay, now we draw again. Nah, no, I
Yoshi's
just
on
said,
pins and
I
needles.
I don't know. I saw JT typing a little bit longer than I would expect from just Uno draw, but that's the only reason why I was worried. Okay,
Oh
well,
my god.
oh no. Oh my.
Just a
Yeah, well
+6
there
though.
it
He's
is.
up to 3. He's down to 3 again. Sanford up to the
Okay.
17. Full send
Oh
+2.
my god. Okay, well, Sanford's hopefully gonna have something to do. Obviously he doesn't need to do it right now, but at least like, I mean, with some of the hands he's been getting and wasn't really able to capitalize with, he can hopefully finally set JT back here. If it's not now, then maybe in like the next turn or so. Because with 3 cards, I mean, the game could literally.
Oh my
Yeah, that's fair.
goodness.
The game could literally.
Whoa.
He would. What if he had a 3-bagger?
Oh.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Sandfer
you
with the
can't take any
4-bagger.
chances in this stage.
He knows what's on the line. He needs the point. Otherwise, he's gonna really need to push for the win in the next. He's really gonna need to push for a good result in the last week. Okay, double play from JT though. Still able to get some ammo used and keep his card count low. We're gonna see how long Samber can run this red, and same for JT as well, because maybe he'll have to draw on red as well, which could definitely make things more doable. We're gonna wait a little bit just to see.
Sanford contemplating it.
All right, that's a red 3. It's another red 3 actually. Okay, that's crazy.
Oh my god.
Another +2. I mean, he's still saving some ammo. I mean, this is just crazy.
JT has doubled up Sanford on +2s. That has been a clear difference. And that's
Yeah.
across all games, including the one in progress.
Right. Well, yeah. All
Four to the
Sandberg can
top
do is
four.
all Sandberg's gonna try and do is keep it red. But there's an unbelievable
Wow.
switch by Turner. With only 3 cards, he finds the 9.
Right numbers continue to fall. Right place.
Yeah, this is scary now. I don't know what Sandberg can do. You'll have to hope he's got something though. And I'll have to hope that JT doesn't have much. I get I also like to point out, like, in the stats, what is currently 0. So far, Sandfer has yet to use a wild. I don't know if he's had any wilds at all in the past 5 games. Obviously, doesn't have to say for this game, but, like, he has not played a wild at all. Big +6, though. This is gonna... Okay. Jeez. But yeah, fair enough. Sandfer able to find some more +2s. I feel like a lot of
That's
+2s have been used.
staggering.
Yeah, we're starting to get to the point where there's not that many +2s left, but being able to find that connection is gonna really help. Very interesting ditto there.
Both are on the table in green.
The path seems clear for Sandfer. He's not that far behind, really, with just a run.
Just needs a little bit of an ammo boost.
Yeah. See what he can do now. He's down to 8. JT at 5. Patience could definitely be the key, but for now, yeah, we're gonna be patient on keeping it green at least. And it does work. Finally seeing a draw, and Sanford's gonna hopefully take advantage.
Seize on the opportunity.
Ooh.
Oh, that's interesting.
Chooses to switch immediately, and now JT can play again.
JT made that yellow switch earlier, and Sanford did the +6 over.
All right,
and now
Sanford
they can both
looking...
run clean. Sanford not having a lead.
Yeah, he's looking for something though. I feel like he's trying to set something up. I feel with that switch into yellow.
Kind of has to. JT with the PA could be the difference if Sanford doesn't have something.
Yeah, it's hard to can't really say what, because it could be a lot of things. JT's gonna have to figure that out as he takes his time for this play. I think he probably has something for sure. I mean, and as we've seen, he's been really good at saving +4s.
Oh.
Wow.
Does that throw
And
a wrench
there's
in it,
another
though?
wild. So there's a wild, and
It's Sanford's still going.
okay, but if this helps JT more than it's more of a defense. What a wild by Sandfer, though.
That could be a deciding factor right there.
No, but JT, no, another. Does he find something here? I don't know. Like he
Does
either
JT
has a
still have
+4,
some lotion left in the bottle?
Yeah, he either has a +4 saved, or he draws. Because I don't. Maybe all he needed
There are
was that
still
one
2
blue
wilds
0.
left as well, and there's the
Okay.
+4.
All right. Is this game? No.
That's
okay.
check. Sanford, with any luck, has something to say back.
So
2 +4s, 2 wilds still outstanding.
Was great timing by Sandfer. If we played that wild a turn later, the game would be over. But all he can do is keep it blue. JT for the 4-2. No, he doesn't have it. Okay. So his last card was not blue, and it was on. Wow, Sandfer went the big the boldest move by playing his own card.
Wait.
By playing JT's card, and oh my goodness, he finds the 8. That's tough. Now Sandfer needs to think about this one. I mean, there's one safe move, but of course, with your hand, you might want to try something else. All right,
Here
here
it
we go.
is.
Keeps it
Queen.
red, and it's a 5. He knows it's not a
JT,
5.
no.
Great play, man. Because he knows it's not a 5. It was dependent on if it was a red, and it's not a red. And there's the draw from Sandfer. He's trying to play it safe. JT with potential top deck, though. He does find it.
Red is relatively juiced.
Wow. Well, now Sandfer, I mean, I would I don't know what you do here. Maybe if he has a 2 to play, does he think about using it here?
I feel like he can keep it safe on red. Take your time.
For sure. But it definitely depends, though.
Got two
Ooh,
choices.
He's just gonna say it. He's got 2 options. Ooh. Well,
He's
there's the
gonna
draw.
draw.
So, JT, does he got the 2? No.
No.
Okay. We don't have a he's got the 3 moment. Not yet.
Shout out, boss man.
Yeah. It would be funny if JT's last card was a 3. But regardless, he's gonna draw, and we're not. He's not gonna get back to check. Sandfer's gonna hopefully be able to take advantage now. I mean, as he stated, though, he does have another option with this red 2. He's not taking that option, though.
Well, he's got two options, and they're both risks. I think he's saying though he's holding on to the risks, and the draw is the safe play.
Oh, okay. No, I see. That makes sense. I thought like I could understand if drawing is considered a risk, but
It can be
is
a risk, but he
safer.
knows that he doesn't have it unless it's a number switch. But like that's
unless it was a
nothing.
2,
That's out of his control.
I guess if we looking at the history, I mean there only was one other 2 played, so it definitely could have been, but regardless. Sandford gonna look at his hand a bit now as JT's up to 4. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean half the wilds have been used. And we are actually halfway through the deck along with that, so
Over.
dang, definitely gonna be. It's nice to see one of these games go a little bit longer. Definitely got a lot of good plays from both. Just neither of them being able to find the finish.
Always seems to be the last one too.
Yeah, no, I feel like when it's the last game, it's much more likely to just be a really good game for some reason. The bot just knows.
Even back to the old bot, it was like this too.
Yeah. Wow, great play by Sandfer. He finds a red 5. That's gonna force the draw for sure.
Card he can play the other red 5.
I mean, he could think about switching if he wanted to, but he could also just continue to draw city. Yeah, he's gonna continue. Might not have the option to play anyway.
Wonder if there's a point where Stanford could risk drives JT far back enough for him to consider the risk.
Yeah, they're both kind of in the mid pack at this rate. Well, 8 is still a little bit low, but in comparison to 765. Well, there it is.
There's the
And it's
risk.
gonna.
I speak it into existence.
What I think is good though is the fact.
Oh,
Wow!
It's paying off for the moment.
So, what I was gonna say was, in a way, like that's a way to take the lead, and I mean now his lead is gonna. Now he's gonna be able to lengthen that lead, especially with that huge draw. So JT appeared to be on a 2-color strategy for quite a while, and still on a 2-color strategy. And there's the first color that he has. So, okay, now Sandfer Sandfer in the lead here. Which I think is probably the first time he's in the lead this game, considering the ammo that JT gave Sandfer earlier. But maybe this green is going to help him more than JT expects here. Well, he's going to play this green 4. I mean, JT at this rate just needs to play and get closer. And there it is. He's got a double. Sandford looking to save something. He doesn't have anything now. Can JT catch up? He is. We are tied again. And now Sandford's got to figure out what to do because right now he's run out of options. And a double green 1. I mean, that's a good sign for JT there. Dittoing himself, I guess. Another draw from Sandfer. Is this going to be a switch from Turner? Wow, he actually didn't have anything after that. Kind of surprised, but not opposed to the idea of drawing either, because he played both green 1s and he drawed both times. You can just join in on the draw city. Sandfer finding his way into a double play to tie it back up. And then the green 4 finds the green 4 as well. A lot of similar numbers here. Sandfer maybe being able to switch now with this. Yeah, okay, we're going into red, which I think was the main draw city previously. So it's going to be interesting to see if they've gotten reds now. Whoa. Okay.
Another
A wild.
That is
okay.
it. That is it on wild. Still 2+4s out there.
It's through. No, there's one wild left.
Oh yeah, I can't read something.
Nah, it's all good. But yeah, an interesting play, especially when you're in the back end here. I'm curious by this move. I can see if we remember this play, if we remember this play, I'll definitely ask on that. Maybe. Oh well, I guess the obvious answer would be JT just doesn't have any red. He doesn't want to go back to red.
Understandably
But
so.
that might have helped. That might actually be better for Sandfer at the same time. We're gonna find out. He has the yellow 4 to get it down to 4. Okay, they got quite a bit of yellows now. Wow. So Sandford doesn't have any left, and not unfortunate there. Maybe he was looking for a number efficient switch, but JT with another yellow is able to negate that. And here comes JT with the switch into blue. Huge play, and he is almost in check. Oh boy. I think I know what's coming. JT, 4-2. Is that what we're seeing? Oh no. Okay.
Close. Sandfer
He
have
gets to
something.
Uno. Double blue 7. Oh, it doesn't matter.
That is it. JT, 10 points is how he finishes.
Wow.
Very strong case for the top man in Group A. That is it.
I mean, if this wasn't a successful week, if JT didn't have, okay, if this wasn't a successful week 5 bye, then I don't know what is.
The bet already paid off. He's already in round of 12, but now that solidifies anything. that was still out there. JT got the win. Congrats on that. Thoughts on the win? Third one for this. Third. Sandfer getting the full with pretty locked in. Puts you at 10 points. Big statement there. Just thoughts on the game and forward. You're going into the bye, coming out in the round.
Yeah, hey, I guess that gamble paid off with playing the first 4 weeks and saving the bye week for last. But yeah, I knew I had to still be strong and smart, not let my foot off the gas. Like I said at the very top of the program, I I thought he did have me tripped up a couple times with the stalling me out on a few colors. But I stayed as patient as we could. Thankfully, we each drew plenty of times, and then I got it. I got my selection down to blues and yellows, and I slowly worked the yellows down first, then I did the double skip into blues and to finish it off from there. But yeah, happy to reach 10. It's a pretty awesome goal to achieve.
Had very Sandfer, obviously got to be a tough spot for you, and it's all gonna be fine for you against Lane, who just pulled 6-0 on DJ earlier today. Stinging loss. How do you take it and use it as motivation here? I've knowing what the stakes are going in. Someone who better and better every week in Lane. Playing well, just got to make sure you take advantage. Yep. Been outlined before, so we'll have to see. Obviously, he's been looking better every week. Yoshi, final thoughts on this one? JT does it again. The lotion is still. He hasn't run out of lotion.
Yeah, I think. I mean, this is. I mean, what a performance! He didn't need, and it's like he was still able to get it done, and it seemed like it was just gonna be. I expected like a tie out of this, but for him to get the win here, I think that's really gonna put a scare on on whoever his first opponent's gonna be in the next stage. I mean, yeah, there is the power. He is the one thing that we have to see if JT can make sure he's got down pat going into that next stage is the fact that is he going to be able to use that power play effectively, because that is for a lot of things that we see with JT, that is the one thing holding him back from being one of the strongest players in this league as a whole. But as we've seen, he is one of the best without power play. I mean, and it's clear to see, as he did not even lose a game. He won almost all of them, tying, and honestly almost won all of them because I mean that draw, he was up 3-0, so he was literally one game away.
Yeah, that was
from
Lane and
clean sweep. Yeah, so like, I mean, there's a lot that's been proven by JT here, and he's gonna have to hope that he can learn that power play quick enough to where it doesn't affect much of his game plan, because I mean, yeah, I think this just solidifies just the way he's been able to this solidifies like his like his legacy as a player when power plays are off the table. So I think just it's great to see um, such success from someone, and you would think it'd be closer overall, but I mean JT fought hard to win all these games, so if fair play. Sandfer, I mean, I feel like losing this is definitely very difficult. I think now he's in now he kind of needs to look
Must-win
to
situation.
yeah, like that like that's the thing. Like he's most likely in the must-win situation now. If he wants to make it out. His game against Lane might be the battle for third place. Depends of how Toast. It depends on how Toasty does against DJ. Um, I don't know if there's a. It, would there be a possibility that Toasty gets? I mean, maybe there's a chance that Toasty doesn't. If Toasty loses, then both of them make it through. But my expectation is that both players are fighting to
Here, I'm hearing
but to
this
get
from
those.
I'm hearing this from G saying it's win go home.
Okay.
He's draw. He's eliminated unless Toast gets swept, and we've only seen one sweep
I see.
out of 16 matches.
Okay, so basically, yeah. So okay, for Stanford specifically, yeah, he needs to win Lane in a more comfortable spot in comparison. If he got the tie, then things would be a little bit different. But because he lost, he's now gonna have to beat Lane, and I don't think anyone actually has yet. Because JT tied DJ. Oh no, he beat DJ. He beat DJ, but
Yeah.
he didn't lose. I don't think he straight up lost to anyone. Um, Lane.
And yeah, he had a draw. Uh, he is
Okay.
2-0.
So yeah, I mean that is definitely gonna like so yeah. With that record, Sanford really gonna have to push to figure out how he's gonna beat Lane because no one else has been able to do it. Um, to outright being able to outright beat him is gonna be a big task. But I think if this is the way he redeems himself from last year, I think he's gonna have that motivation to get it done. It's gonna be it's gonna be a really exciting matchup because I think both players are really gonna bring their A game, and I'm excited to see who gets that done. It just makes that match more exciting. We'll see if Samper can do it. He at the very least has a shot going into the final week compared to last um, Super League where he went to the last week knowing he was already done. So we'll see if he can do it.
Yeah, so take a look at schedule here. So it is Lane Sandford 5. We will have that set up on done for the is moving on. Already knew that last week. Solidifies it for Charles Sandford. Is Nam and Brock and Nam 6, Brock down. Basically a must win and help at this down there with to get some there to have a shot, especially if you get a lot of tie. That gut game massive difference. It could be it is primed to be a good series regardless of what happens standings. And then you have Chomik and Chomik coming by. It's a Ghost is on the bye, so he needs a lot of losses to hold for his resume. Got some game difference. Boot Ghost and Chomik both with the +2. Rock both -4. Sweeps are gonna a sweep may have to happen for. Going to be a very interesting week 5. Lots on the line. JT's are, but we still got 5 more spots to see how it all. Now that is going for us tonight. Do it for a big thing. Sandfer series, as they always. Bradford, I'm watching. Event started. That shout out boss as well. That is going to do it for us tonight. For all of us at Amorino, I'm not sure. We'll see you